Guys, Chris Collects Things back again. How you doing? And with me, as always, the
sensational
Ryan from Game Essays, back by popular demand. How are you doing?
Doing good. We've concluded the Sword and Shield block. Scarlet and Violet is here. So it's time to reflect.
Yes.
You know, we did this tier list before, but things have changed a lot.
Things have changed
in a very short amount of time.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm interested to see how our opinions of certain sets have changed now that we've seen the Sword and Shield era as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So, without further ado, we're going to rank every Sword and Shield era set.
Yes, and Crown Zenith isn't on here, but we will still rank it. They just didn't update the tier list.
And we're lazy.
And yeah, we didn't feel like making a new one. Okay, Sword and Shield base set.
Yeah, blast from the past.
Highlights are basically you have the Marnie in full art in rainbow, and you have stuff like Lapras VMAX rainbow and Snorlax rainbow. You also have the legendaries in gold, but not shiny. They are gold, but they are not shiny. So Sword and Shield base, what are you thinking?
I think it's a solid start to the Sword and Shield era. Looking at it in hindsight, I don't know if a B is inappropriate.
I mean, I would probably say like C tier for now.
Okay.
Also, if you hear my dog snoring, I apologize. He's sleeping on my lap, but I think C tier in. You know, we'll see where we can always reposition things. Yeah, I think so.
I'm okay with that.
Let's go C tier for now. So, Rebel Clash. Some like
AKA
to call
Rebel
Trash. Some like to call it Rebel Trash. I'm not as much of a hater as most.
Neither am I, because I've had a lot of good pulls from it, like the Galarian Berserker.
Yes, you get that in gold, which is shiny.
Yeah.
You got the boss's orders in regular and rainbow,
which is, cool.
which is the most expensive card. And, you know, you got Sonya.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonya might be the most expensive, potentially. It's not super hype.
No.
You got the rainbow VMAXs of all the starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the starter focus set, and people, I guess, don't like the starters that much at this point. But so Rebel Clash, I think I would probably put it also in C tier.
I was leaning towards that now. I was like, I think it's better than D tier in my opinion.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be around C, D territory, but I think seeing Sword and Shield and maybe me being a little higher on that, then I think C is a fair spot for it.
Yeah, I'd probably put it a little bit lower than Sword and Shield, but
agreed.
But yeah, the one thing I like about Rebel Clash is I think if people ever get nostalgic for the Gen 8 starters, that this set actually has potential to like have a rise in popularity down the road. Like,
agreed. People
don't really care about it now, but it's kind of like people didn't like Legendary Collection when it came out, and that what a comparison.
Which is blasphemy.
The fact that I'm comparing Rebel Clash to Legendary Collection is kind of hilarious, but I'm just saying the whole potential with the starter Pokemon, if they ever become as popular as like some of the older starters, then this set has potential.
I would have compared it maybe more to like Steam Siege or something, but maybe not quite that bad. But.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so Darkness Ablaze. Basically, you have a VMAX Charizard, not even like a good rarity Charizard.
Which I've never played.
That's the highest value. And then your gold cards, you do have a Rillaboom Shiny Gold.
Right.
But to me, I would actually put this in D tier.
I was going to say the same thing. Darkness Ablaze, I feel like, was carried a lot by the Zard.
And it's just a VMAX. It's just a regular VMAX.
The allure of the set is the Charizard, but like if you take the overall things, like it's just Charizard heavy, and then everything else is extremely weak.
And it's like not even like there's basically, you don't even have like a full, like a true full art. Like VMAX is like kind of a full art, but not really.
Yeah.
So yeah. Darkness Blaze, our first D tier.
We're on the same page with that one.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Champion's Path.
Ooh.
Now, I have a bone to pick with this set because it's probably the set that feels the worst to open because it is Charizard.
Absolutely.
It is Charizard or bust. If you don't pull Charizard, it doesn't matter if you pull the full art freaking Dreadnought or Gardevoir or Hop, which I pulled like 4 times. They're all terrible.
Yeah.
It's just there's no value to them.
Of the special sets, I know we haven't. This is like the first one we're talking about. It is definitely the weakest special set.
Yeah. So I as much as I want to put it at the bottom of
you want to put it in the poop, don't you?
As much as I would put it in the poop tier, I will say that there is more reason for me to open it than Darkness Ablaze.
Correct.
So I would put it at the bottom of C tier. If you want to fight me on that, like
no, yeah, I mean, I don't even think, like, honestly, like, you look at the Charizard and you're like, yeah, that's what I think of when Champion's Path. Granted, I had luck. I've pulled 3 of them.
Although,
hold
on, let's actually, I have a good question for you.
All right.
If I laid a Sword and Shield, a Rebel Clash, and a Champion's Path pack on the table, and you pick one to open, just in your most honest opinion, which one would you open?
Well, my luck, I'd probably pick the Champion's Path. Like, yeah, I'll probably pull a Charizard. But if I wanted legitimate luck, I'd probably go with the Sword and Shield base of the 3.
Really? With you. So if price is not an issue, you can open any one. Which one are you going to open? Be completely honest.
So wait, out of Champion's Path and the other 3 that are on there?
Well, no, Sword and Shield base,
yeah.
Rebel Clash, and Champion's Path. There's all 1 pack's on a table. You can only open one. They're all free. You just pick one. Like, be completely honest. Which would you open?
I would open Champion's Path.
All right, I'll put it at the top of C tier because I think the fact that like that potential chase.
Correct.
Know? So,
yeah. I don't think my luck will ever strike as hot as it did. Like opening that. Again, check out those playlists. I'll put up my Champion's Path playlist there. But yeah, it's a very cold streak of that set. You're opening up, you're getting the same cards over and over, and it just killed you.
Yeah, it will destroy your brain. But okay,
keep them sealed.
So now
that's what I would say.
So Vivid Voltage.
Yep.
I think we're both pretty familiar with this set.
The first set we opened when we got reintroduced to the Sword and Shield era, I guess, in Pokemon.
You got amazing rares. You got the Rainbow Pikachu.
Yep.
You have the Full Art Pikachu. It kind of falls off after that.
Agreed.
So Vivid Voltage to me, it's a better. I would probably
B.
Yeah, I'd probably say B tier for now. This could change because I think it's gonna get tricky. We may move. I would consider maybe the top of C tier potentially, but we'll see how things shake out because I think we'll make some moves.
I was gonna say that myself, but yeah, I mean, I feel like at this time, like this is the first set we're opened, and like getting back into like Rainbow Rares. Oh, it's so cool, but like after a while, like oh, Rainbow Rares.
Yeah,
you know
you started hating Rainbow Rares.
Yeah, and the gold cards aren't really anything spectacular in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, then came Shining Fates. We know Shining Fates, VMAX, Charizard.
Yep.
You have a lot of baby shinies. Not quite as hype as Hidden Fates, but we're talking about Sword and Shield.
Correct. One of the funnest sets, one of the most fun sets to open.
Yeah.
Most funnest.
Now, it was very hype at the beginning. I remember you pulled the Skyla. That was like a what, like $80 card at the time, and now it's like $8.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was one thing about Shining Fates is they printed it so much that, and like value is a thing, you know, like.
Right.
And now all the cards except for Charizard are basically worthless. Now it's still a fun set to open, and it also is very like Gen 8 focused, which I think it's kind of a detriment to it. Like, I like Gen 8, but I think it was a little too Gen 8 heavy.
Yeah.
Where would you put Shining Fates?
Well, I think in the previous iteration we had it in the S tier, and I definitely think it has fallen.
Yeah.
Considerably, like looking at everything. I still think it's a solid A.
All right, I think A for now. Again, I think we know what's gonna happen where there's gonna be a shift, and we may be moving things around.
Absolutely.
So after that, we got Battle Styles. Now, Battle Styles is notoriously hated on.
Correct.
I'm not putting. I'm just putting it there for the
Okay.
for the memes. For the memes.
Yeah.
Battle Styles did. It was the introduction of alternate arts for the Sword and Shield era.
Yes.
And we got Sleepy Tyranitar.
I pulled it. First
You
booster
did.
box.
You did pull it. It's got the Empoleon. It does have the other. The Urshifu alt arts aren't as hype.
Yep.
Like people do like the VMAX Rapid Strike one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It does have some pretty cool art.
I personally didn't care too much about those cards, but
To me, I would probably put Battle Styles in the B tier. Because of the alt arts, there is more of a chase.
there's some good gold cards in there.
Yeah,
correct?
there is a gold, I believe. Houndoom, I want to say.
Yeah, an Octillery, in my mind.
I think you're right. We're verifying at this very
It's
moment.
been a while. It's kind of crazy. It seems like it was a long time.
Yeah, Houndoom and Octillery.
Yeah.
Houndoom especially is really cool. And it's like there's more cards I probably want from Battle Styles than Vivid Voltage. So I would
actually agree with that.
Now the Rainbow Pika is like a higher high probably because it's so hard to pull, but to me the Tyranitar is also really cool. And then there's just a lot more, you got all the other alternate arts. You do have some
cool trainers.
Yeah, you get some cool trainers as well, like Phoebe and Karina's Focus and stuff. So I think it's a solid B.
Yeah, I think it got the hate that maybe it unjustly didn't deserve.
Yeah. So now
unpopular opinion.
Chilling Reign has like a bazillion alt arts in it. Not all of them are hype, but there is a lot of great ones. You got like Blissey in there. You have the Slow King, Galarian Slow King.
Yeah.
You have all the Calirexes. You get the Galarian birds.
Yeah.
Your gold cards, you get the Electrode
Snorlax,
and the Snorlax.
I love the Snorlax.
To me, Chilling Reign, it's like I want to say it's either top of B or A tier.
I was thinking A.
A tier. We'll put it in A tier for now, and I would put it above Shining Fates.
I agree too. Yeah. People calling it Chilling Pain
because
the
pull rates are rough. They are very rough.
It just seems like there's so many bangers in this set, though.
Yeah. So we'll leave it at the top of A for now.
Yeah.
So now Evolving Skies, I mean, is there any argument? I mean,
no.
We don't really need
They
to.
underprinted this set. All of the cards are really cool.
And they all have a crap, like they all have value.
Worth a lot.
Yeah, they're all the evolution alt arts are worth like a crazy amount.
The Moonbreon
is
arguably the coolest card in all of Sword and Shield.
I mean, it pretty much is.
Let's be honest.
It's hard to argue against that. It's taken on a whole nother. It's a life of its own. This set is just crazy.
I will say it's kind of cool to have a set that is that cool and it doesn't have a Charizard in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
like,
it only has.
Yeah.
Not only we didn't even talk about it has Rayquaza and Dragonite alternate arts too.
Yeah.
It's just
Batman Noivern.
It's got so much, and it also has a lot of troll cards like Gordy and frickin' like Dracozolt full arts and stuff. But it still has so much going for it. It can be very brutal. People call it Evolving Cries, you know. So
I feel like the fact of the matter is like a lot of people like didn't get to open it because they didn't like capitalize when it was available, or they didn't open enough of it. Like I know myself, I opened a booster box and like an ETB and then a couple packs here and there, and I wish I had more, you know?
Yeah, I was stupid and didn't buy a booster box at release. I've still never opened a booster box of it. That was a huge mistake because I saw how they were printing Battle Styles and Chilling Reign and assumed that they would. I assumed they would overprint the crap out of this, and they did not. And that was a mistake.
There kept being rumors of reprints that like were either
and we got
too
little
small
ones.
or the big one never happened. So
Celebrations. This was very fun to open when it came out.
Absolutely.
The thing is, it's very easy to complete, which I think is a great thing, especially in the Sword and Shield era where it's impossible.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend thousands. So
it's affordable.
To me, I would probably say Celebrations is like a low A tier set because the hype has died down. I think we might have put this in S tier because it just came out when we made the tier list.
Yes, but because of all the vintage cards, the vintage reprinted card. Let's be honest. The base set Charizard, how many sets have the base set Charizard in it?
Yeah. Do you agree like low A tier?
I do. I think at the time it came out, it was an S tier hype set, but I don't think it's in the S tier anymore.
Yeah.
I agree. think I might like it better than Shining Fates.
I agree as well.
Looking back now.
Yeah, and the fact that it's fun, it's completable, and the values.
Nostalgia.
Yeah,
it's a nostalgia.
There's no huge like crazy chase. Like the Gold Mew's great, and the Charizard's great. It's a nice little fun set. Now we get to Fusion Strike, which
is arguably one of the most underrated sets in the Sword and Shield era, I'm going to say now, looking back at it as
you get the Mew alt arts, you get the Gengar alt art, you get the Espeon alt art, Breakdancing Genesect, the Celebi, and it kind of just because of when it came out, people just kind of forgot about it. It's like, what other time would a Gengar and Mew set, if it came out at a different time, if it came out instead of like when Battle Styles came out, Fusion Strike would have been insane.
No, it's correct.
It's just the timing in between Evolving Skies, Celebrations, and Brilliant Stars. It was kind of just plucked in the middle of that. So I feel like Fusion Strike is, I want to put it in A tier.
I absolutely A tier.
And there's better chases to me than even Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign does have way more alt arts, but I feel like the alt arts in Fusion Strike are better.
The alt arts in Fusion Strike, I care more about the Pokemon. And I'm talking about like the Pokemon that actually like your Mew, like your Gengar, like those Celebi. Those are all Pokemon, at least from my childhood, that I like better and I have more nostalgia for than, say, the Galarian Birds. You know what I mean?
So now we get to Brilliant Stars. Now this is a set I've had a lot more luck than you with.
Yes, I've still yet to pull actually, I think I pulled one Arceus V. Yeah. And that was most recently. I have not posted that video yet, but check out my luck there. I'll put a playlist.
Yeah. So Brilliant Stars is, if there was one set that has been kind to me during the Sword and Shield era, it's Brilliant Stars. I was able to get the Alt Art Charizard. I have the Full Art Charizard. I have the Alt Art Luminion. I have a couple of Rainbow V-Stars as well, so it's been very, very good to me. I did open a lot of boxes of it too, like at least 3 boxes of it, which for me is a lot. I feel it's like, is it on the same level as Evolving Skies? No,
I don't think so.
But I do think it is.
Down, at least. You're thinking S tier for it?
Maybe not. Maybe top of A tier. It's definitely
tough.
It's above Fusion Strike for sure.
Yeah,
and we have the trainer. This is also the introduction to Trainer Gallery.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of cool cards in that. Yeah. This is
we can
gonna
leave
be
it
up
at the
to
top
debate
of it.
later.
Yeah.
I don't know if Evolving belongs in S by itself.
Yeah. Well, there is.
Keep it high A right now.
Yeah. Okay. So after that, we got Astral Radiance, which to me, as someone who played Legends Arceus, I actually really like this set a lot. You have the Alt Art Machamp, which is a hype card that you pulled.
I pulled that out of my Charizard UPC.
That's a hell of a UPC right there.
Yeah. Made
that
up
was
the price for it.
That was an amazing pull. We also have the Dialga and Palkia Origin form.
Those cards are pretty cool,
which have some great alt arts, and I can't.
I know. I always just think of the Machamp.
Yeah, we can't do the.
I mean, there's also the trainer.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the trainer gallery in a second just to give us a refresh, because we got to do that justice as well. But what else is there? Oh, there is the Hisuian Sneasler, which I do like. Kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And the Hisuian Lilligant. Beedrill also.
Yeah, that Beedrill is awesome. I forgot about that card.
And then in the hype part of the trainer gallery, the Starmie V, Misty, which I pulled 2 of those somehow. But yeah, so the trainer gallery is pretty solid too, I think.
I even like the Widear. It's not really worth a lot, but like there's just a lot of cool trainer gallery cards in those.
Yeah. So Astral, I feel like it's I want to put it in the A tier, honestly. Like I don't know if probably above Fusion.
Yeah, I think
but not above Brilliant.
Yeah, I think Brilliant's better than Astral, but Astral's actually surprised me, looking back at it now.
So again, we might shuffle things up, but Pokemon Go is next.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Go, it was kind of cool at the start, but I feel like I got worn out on it really quick.
Correct. Same here. It's just like you're chasing for that Mewtwo, which I never got.
Yeah, nothing
and there
else
was
is
the
really
Radiant
hard.
Charizard. Like those were literally the two memorable pulls that I wanted, and I don't think I got either of them.
Where would you put it?
I mean, I think of the special sets.
We might have called it. Well, it's definitely better than Champions Path.
It is,
but it does
than
the
Champions
chase.
Path.
But I don't want to chase anything as much as I would in Champions Path. You know what I mean? Like,
correct.
The Charizards are way like the Mewtwo. I love Mewtwo. The alt art's cool, but it's not that cool. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's a cool crossover from Pokemon Go.
Or is it It's better than. Is it better than Rebel Clash? I think it's a little bit.
Yeah,
Is it better than Sword and Shield base?
I mean, I think I would. Honestly, it's a smaller set. I like that it's a smaller set, obviously, because it's special.
Yeah,
I think
get the radiance
tier is fair. I think I'd rather open it more than Sword and Shield base, though.
Maybe here then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just came a little too late. The Peeling the Ditto's cool. Like, it's got some stuff. It's better design set than Champion's Path.
Agreed.
But Champion's Path, like, that temptation is the allure is stronger for Champion's Path.
You're not going to get rich off of that. Mewtwo's not that expensive now, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's probably worth like $50 or something.
So now Lost Origin, I think, might be potential S. Potential. Now, this... I
did not expect that.
Potential. So you got your Aerodactyl alternate art and your Giratina V, which are still very hype cards.
Right. The Giratina is not that great. Is it bad to say that? Like, I feel like worth it.
I like the Aerodactyl more now, but obviously
I do too.
You
actually,
have those two cards which are great.
Yeah.
And it has a few other alt arts, but they're not as hype. Right? You get the Rotom and the Berserker, and they're fine.
Right.
The thing is, though, the trainer gallery is pretty strong with the two Pikachus.
Yeah, true. The red with the Pikachu.
So maybe it's not as... Oh, and you also get the Gengar.
Yeah.
So it may have potentially
the Hisuian Arcanine.
It may have the best trainer gallery of all the trainer gallery sets, potentially.
Yeah, the two gold cards.
So I don't know if it does hit S, but maybe... What do you feel like versus Brilliant Stars? Do you like Lost Origin more or Brilliant Stars?
The Brilliant Stars is better in my opinion.
Yeah, they're kind of even to me, but I will put it behind Brilliant Stars for now.
Okay.
And then lastly, well, not lastly, we go to
second to lastly,
we get Silver Tempest, which basically has the Lugia.
Is that it really? Because that's all I think about.
You have Unknown as an alt art. You have my pug getting into frame here, probably.
He has something. I got something to say about Silver
Where did you
Tempest.
put Silver Tempest?
Silver Tempest is in poop tier.
yeah. Just because you may have to poop Henry doesn't mean he's in poop. There's the Regidrago alt art.
Yeah.
I gotta see how much he's getting on screen. Okay.
Hey, this might get a lot of views just for the cute dogs.
Exactly. What's wrong, Henry? Okay, so it's Lugia. Lance, I don't even think Lance looks that great, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he looks about as good as Goofy Lance from Celebrations Pro. Was it Celebrations Pro?
Yeah, it was the Celebrations Pro. So yeah, you get Skuntank V. Now we can take a look at the trainer gallery. We got to do trainer gallery justice. For the trainer gallery, I feel like you have the Rayquaza.
Yeah.
And the Duraludon.
The gold cards are not near. I mean, Rayquaza, but Duraludon gold does nothing for
Personally,
me.
I think it's more closer to like. It may be, I don't know. Is it worse than Astral?
I'd put it in the B tier. I don't know.
You put in the really, but you would rather like Chilling Reign is better or like Shining Fates is better?
High B tier? I don't know.
I feel like the trainer gallery might put it above Chilling or like Fusion Strike.
You think so?
I do feel like the trainer gallery helps, like, because it's like that whole second thing of pull,
Or
like,
is that just the crutch that's like, oh, because with this thinking, all of the sets that have trainer galleries are way cooler than the earlier sets, which didn't
I kind
have
of
it.
feel that way though.
Okay.
But I don't know if you disagree, like,
I don't
sell
know.
me on it, you
maybe
know?
it's because I haven't opened like a ton of Silver Tempests. Like this was one of the sets where I kind of had fatigue, and I was like, all right, I'll open up an ETB and like a couple packs here and there. I obviously didn't get the Lugia. I mean, the trainer gallery is cool. It's definitely one of the weaker trainer galleries.
But
I like Fusion Strike better than Silver Tempest. I can live with it there.
Okay.
I think the A tier is a little heavy right now, but
yeah, it is.
That's okay.
It definitely is. So then we have Crown Zenith.
Yes.
Now, Crown Zenith, I think, is a fantastic set.
Absolutely.
It's very fun to open. The main problem I have with Crown Zenith is that the standard set, not the Galarian Gallery, the standard set is like really weak, right? If you look, like all it has, legitimately, you have
the friends and the Pikachu.
It's just the full art trainers, and then you have the Pikachu.
Yeah,
but obviously the Galarian Gallery is incredible and has the art is way better than like the baby shinies.
Absolutely.
So
I'd rather have these.
Yeah, I do feel like it's probably an S tier set, obviously below Evolving Skies, and maybe you could argue high A, but I would still put it in the S tier. Like, it's an extremely fun set to open. The only downside really is that they didn't put enough chase in the main set.
Correct. It's like if, say, like the trainer gallery was the entire set, that would be a banger of a set.
Yeah.
If you took the good couple of cards from the base of that and then threw it together with the trainer gallery, it'd be like a nearly flawless set. Like, let's be honest with you. They obviously wouldn't do that,
but it's still,
everything can't be a chase card.
Yeah.
But like the artwork in this trainer gallery, like I honestly, it's hard to find a bad one.
Yeah, for real.
So that, I think that alone tells you that it needs to be in the S tier.
Yeah.
But I still think Evolving Skies, because of its like rarity, not printed as much, all the cool evolutions, all the cool
chase
cards,
of it, yeah.
like that set is gonna be. I think that set is gonna be remembered as the greatest set of the Sword and Shield era. Evolving Skies, not Crown Zenith.
Yeah, agreed. So we've done that. Now, will we shift anything down?
Yes.
Do we shift like Darkness Ablaze into poop and start moving things down to D tier? Like,
yeah, put Darkness Ablaze in the poop.
So then
take that Charizard out of, if you remove the big chase card of Darkness Ablaze,
the worst.
Do you care anything about Darkness
Ablaze?
Ablaze?
Here, I'm gonna do something bold here. I'm gonna do all of this.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna do this because I feel like now we could kind of like split the A tier now.
And I'm okay
with
this.
Would we do this?
I don't hate this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'll go through it. Darkness Ablaze, poop. Then moving everything down to the D tier, I agree 100% with that.
Yeah.
They all seem comfortable there. Battle Styles and Vivid Voltage, seems pretty equal to me, with Battle Styles being slightly better. I agree with that. Then it comes to the A and B where, I don't know. I mean, Silver Tempest on the bottom, okay, I can live with that in B. Chilling Rain, yeah. Shining Fates, okay. I guess like it's when you come to the more recent sets, like your Lost Origin and your Astral, I don't place those as high value as you do at the current moment.
Yeah.
I place more value in Brilliant Stars and Fusion Strike. That doesn't mean, and granted, that's coming from someone who pulled the Alt Art Machamp in Astral Radiance, But
I'm
other
surprised
than
you
that,
don't think more highly of Astral.
I know. Other than that, I feel like I just don't care about those sets, and I don't know if it's because of fatigue.
Yeah.
By the time I got that, I was just kind of like done with it.
See, yeah, I feel like I love the trainer gallery. Just to me, like
True.
it just made it so much more fun to open them.
True.
And also, like I said, the whole Legends Arceus thing makes me really like Astral and Lost Origin, because both of them were kind of heavy on that
right. I gotta
theming.
finish those games.
Yeah. But also, it's just like, yeah, that's when it's like you had the trainer gallery and the alt arts coming into form. Like I feel like from Brilliant Stars onward, like it's kind of like the end of Sun and Moon had all those hype tag team sets. It's just like I feel like that's where really everything got. Brilliant Stars onward is where like things really started kicking into gear.
Yeah.
So it's like Fusion Strike, I think, still is like that underrated bottom of A tier set where it's like it's such a sleeper set compared. It is probably the most. I think Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike are the most underrated sets in Sword and Shield.
I agree with that.
But yeah, Silver Tempest is definitely like the weakest of the trainer gallery sets, where Lugia is really kind of carrying it. But I think Lost Origin is definitely the second strongest trainer gallery set because it has two really nice alt arts, a couple of other alt arts that aren't that crazy, but it probably has the strongest trainer gallery.
Okay, and I've honestly opened. Out of all of those sets, I think I've opened the least of his Lost Origin and Silver Tempest.
Yeah.
So those are ones I just like kind of feel like meh about. I mean, I do wonder, like, imagine if Trainer Gallery existed since the beginning of the Sword and Shield era. Would any of these? I mean, it's hard to tell. We don't know what cards would have been in these.
Chilling Reign would move up. I would tell you that.
I agree with that. Like, what sets would like? Imagine like Trainer Gallery in Shining Fates. I think Shining Fates...
it would be way too confusing because all the shinies are already in like that reverse.
Imagine if you had shiny cards and Trainer Gallery shiny.
Hey, they gotta save that for Scarlet and Violet, right? Because you're like, how can they up the game from here, right? They have to do shiny art rare cards.
It'll be called Shining Zenith. You're welcome.
There you go. So, are we locking it in, or do you want to make a move?
I think I'm okay with it now. I mean, part of me it kind of hurts that like Celebration and Shining Fates are like B tier now, but like I kind of like now that the hype has died down, like I kind of agree with it. I mean, I can't forget that Crown Zenith is in the S tier, and that is arguably the greatest. And it was a high note for them to end the Sword and Shield era on. So no, I think I can live with this because. Taking into your account maybe two or three sets that maybe I didn't go as ham on, basically.
I didn't either, but I watched a lot of people.
I know, yeah. It's more like Brilliant Stars, but like, yeah, Brilliant Stars basically made the trainer gallery cool, and then all these other sets like worked on like tweaking and perfecting it. So I guess I can like seeing how the set like went as time went on. It makes sense to have like your Lost Origin, your Astral Radiance in the A tier. So like I can appreciate that now. Like off of the back of what Brilliant Stars did. So Brilliant Stars, high of the A tier. I agree that it's not S tier. Evolving Skies and Crown Zenith keeping it sacred. Yeah, that's I feel comfortable with this now.
All right, well we did it.
We did it.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah. How would you rank them? What do you hate? Which
how are we wrong?
Absolutely hate. And I'm okay with it. I mean, is Darkness Ablaze not poop?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you check out Mr. Game Essays on YouTube. And stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.